Alrighty, here we go. Second video. After I said that I was going to start making content and then I took 3 weeks off. It's fine though. Get off my back. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about CPAO. It's been a hot commodity recently with Owen Kammerman taking first place of the Dortmund Regional. So I decided I would give my 2 cents since I have played a lot of CPAO, enjoy deck building, and overall just have opinions. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. I have 3 lists here that are from Dortmund Regional. They're the 3 CPAOs that made day 2, and then I have a list that I've created that I think is pretty strong, just to kind of go over them, go over pros and cons, and give my thoughts. So first we have Owen Cameron's list. I would say this has kind of become just the standard CPAO hands list right now in this meta. Pretty strong. I mean, it has a lot to offer. The ability to swing with Iron Hands is amazing. The 4 cross switchers allow you to be able to pick your targets often enough and well enough that you can just continue going 2-2-2 for the game. It pairs well with Pokestop. One Iono is kind of always that 60th card, it seems, when you don't play Canceling Clone at least. So that one Iono is in there. I don't think I saw him play it a single time in the finals. I may be wrong about that, but I don't remember seeing it or being impactful at the very least. So this is his list. Pretty straightforward. Next up, we have, I'm going to say their name wrong, but it's just Callum Thomas at 61st placed. A pretty similar-ish list. This guy has the Aquastorm Kyogre from Celebrations in here, which is pretty crazy. You'll notice no Canceling Cologne and no cross switchers. So he has no Gust as well as no way to stop Manaphy. So I'm not sure at all how this Aquastorm Kyogre went off. I could just see every single opponent playing Manaphy turn 1, and then that Aquastorm Kyogre is just completely off the rest of the game. So yeah, this is a very interesting list to me. Shout out to him for piloting it to like 61st place. Zero clue how he did it. Aquastorm, you need 5 in the deck to be able to do 250 damage, which is like its maximum output. And he only has 3 Super Rod, so you need to use 2 of those Super Rod just on energy to be able to hit that 250 number, which means he's only playing 1 Super Rod throughout the game, which means his Pokestops, if they ever hit more than 1 Pokemon, he's pretty much lost. This list just is very confusing to me. He must just be a godlike pilot and know more than I do. But yeah, this list is something. I think there could be something to the idea of Aquastorm and Kyogre. People have tried it before, and it never really found success. Still hasn't. But maybe Callum knows something we don't. And then we have the third place list, whose name I will mispronounce. I believe it's Cohen Moores. They piloted this to 119th place. This list is pretty interesting. It has the other Kyogre, the one from CRZ or Crown Zenith, I believe. This one does a 180 damage snipe for 3 water and 1 colorless. I cannot really say I understand why this Kyogre's in here. So we do pair it with the cross switchers and we do pair it with the canceling cologne, so we're able to play through Manaphy, which is awesome. However, that 180 number is really relevant, I have to admit. Lumineon, Mew EX, Squawkabilly EX, cards like that are perfect for that number. However, if we are using Kyogre to do that, I'm just not entirely sure why we don't use Greninja for that. You can just use Greninja twice to be able to have the same effect. And it seems like because we played this card, we had to cut back on consistency with only 1 Nest Ball, or with 3 Nest Ball, 3 Ultra Ball. It's also a pretty high cost attack for 4 energy. Your opponent might be able to play around that if your resources are low and your energy management hasn't been the best. So it just feels kind of awkward, I think. I definitely see the idea. I think that attack is pretty powerful. I just am not entirely sure if it's better than just swinging with Greninja twice. That's my thought. I could be wrong. I have never piloted a deck to 119th place at a regional, but Cohen here has. So take what I say for a grain of salt. But yeah, this list is cool. I think that Kyogre's cool. I think double canceling cologne is really good, especially if you're playing the 4 cross switcher. Um, but with that being said, we'll switch over to what I think is the best CPAO list, and you'll notice that there is 0 cross switcher and 0 canceling cologne. And that is because I think Chin Pao hands does not need cross switcher. Chen Pao needs to pretty much go 2-2-2 to win the game. There are some games where you're able to go like 2-1-3 or something like that. But I think for the most part, you're always wanting to take 2 prizes. And to do that best, you need to be able to just kill whatever's in front of you, right? And Chen Pao can do that to anything in the format. This with 8 waters, you can just kill everything. And Iron Hands, if they keep putting up 1 prizers under 120 HP, Iron Hands can do that. Greninja can take multi-prize turns possibly if they don't play Manaphy. Um, or you can Greninja to 2 times on a Squawkabilly and a Mew EX against Roaring Moon and take 4 prizes that way, and then just kill 1 Roaring Moon. It's a pretty simple way to win the game. But yeah, I just don't think you need cross switchers if you're playing the Iron Hands. And I think if you're playing cross switchers, you play the Cologne and no Iron Hands, so that way your Greninja is just doing the same thing that your Iron Hands is doing and taking 2 prizes off of 1 prize Pokemon. I just find it very confusing to try and play the cross switchers with the Iron Hands because we put up Iron Hands to cross switch our Comfey. Iron Hands takes 2, and then they just respond with Tina. I'm just not entirely sure what the idea is. So this is how my good friend Yen built it, um, and this is what I've been playing for quite a while. The original list plays 4 trekking shoes, not 3. But with this sort of CPAO on the rise and with Roaring Moon, with waters being very prevalent in our area, we decided we needed Manaphy because finding 3 Frigabacks on turn 1 is doable, but it's not as easy as just finding 1 Manaphy and 1 Frigabax or whatever. So we decided just add the 1 Manaphy, make your life a little easier, play 1 less shoe. But the idea is CPAO is very commonly known as an inconsistent deck, so why not just add a card that lets you see more cards? Seeing a trekking shoe at any point in the game can lead to you finding another piece. It can also lead to you just burning cards that you don't need later on. It helps you just be able to thin your deck to 7 cards on your last turn, so that way your Pokestop and barrel draws are hitting you everything you need. I just think it's a fantastic card. I think it makes so much sense in this deck, and I think it just practically has worked out so well. Um, Feel free to take this list and try it out for yourself. Feel free to cut that Manaphy for 4th shoes if you think that Greninja is not a real attacker in this meta or in your area. But yeah, definitely play this list. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on CPAL, what you think the best build is and why. I would love to be wrong. However, I'm pretty sure I'm not. So prove me wrong in the comments. And yeah, hopefully see you soon when I feel another spark of joy about a certain deck.